Good morning, West Monroe. This afternoon, those Rebels taking a big test next week will go check out their testing locations. Rebels are being asked to help with 2 worthy causes, and all they have to do is eat. And this weekend, our campus is the place to be if you want to catch some sports. All this and more today on KREB, so stay tuned.
That city with the back crush it. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't.
Good morning, West Monroe. I'm Chris Nolan.
And I'm Mary Allison Mitchell.
And we have your announcements. Senior Key Clubbers, don't forget that you need to come by room 3103 and pick up the Key Club Scholarship application ASAP. It is due April 1st.
Anyone who's interested in AHEC but didn't get his or her paperwork turned in, we have some good news. The AHEC application deadline has been extended to March the 15th. So if you missed the deadline, you can still have some time to turn in your AHEC application.
The annual dual enrollment meeting has been set for Thursday, April 4th. It will begin promptly at 6 o'clock in the West Monroe High School auditorium. Any student planning on taking a dual enrollment course next year should have a parent attend this very valuable meeting. Email Ms. Hunt with any questions at lhunt@opsb.net.
Dad full of members. There are currently over 15 hours worth of community service opportunities outside of Ms. Wyatt's store. If you are still missing the required 20 hours to become a frog, you need to come see this list immediately. These are the last of the opportunities for this year.
All Biology Club members need to come by Mr. David's room ASAP to get their fundraiser packages. If you were not at the last meeting, Mr. David will explain the fundraiser when you come by. Also, you need to regularly check your email on the Edline homepage to be updated on Biology Club information.
Any girl interested in joining Rebelettes for the 2013-2014 school year needs to get a packet from Ms. Wyatt in room 3201. Packets are due to the main office by Friday. No late packets will be available. See Ms. Wyatt if you have any questions.
Student Council members, our March meeting will be next Thursday at 5 p.m. in the cafeteria. Bring your $5 donation for the state charity to the meeting if you haven't already paid. Also, applications to run for class officer will be available in Mrs. Green's office next week. March and April community service opportunities are also posted in Mrs. Green's office. So come by to sign up.
Attention all district literary rally participants. Remember there will be a meeting in Miss Gilmore's room 4106 at 7:30 a.m. this Thursday. Please bring your signed permission slip. If you cannot attend this meeting, please come by to pick up important information.
Prom tickets will be on sale until this Friday, March 15th. Please only come during lunch shift because Mrs. Knox is busy teaching all other times. The location for the prom is the West Monroe Convention Center, and it will be from 9 p.m. until midnight.
Speaking of dancing, it's time for a shake break, and this is Miss Cruz's 5th hour class.
Con los terroristas.
The Harlem Shake.
As always, if you want to see that video again or any past announcements, you can check out www.gorebs.org. We post announcements there almost daily. So now, back to the announcements.
Relay for Life t-shirts are now on sale. The last order will be made before spring break, so hurry and order yours. T-shirts may be ordered in the following teachers' classrooms: Mrs. Clark, Coach Daigle, Mrs. Ganley, Mrs. Krista Jones, Mrs. Lemoyne, Mrs. McCreary, or Mrs. Tugwell.
The Monroe Washita Grambling University Alumni Association will host its annual Entrance Information Seminar and Scholarship Musical on Saturday, April 13th. These events will be held at First Missionary Baptist Church in Monroe. The seminar will feature representatives from GSU Office of Admissions and Recruitment, Registration, and other departments. All high school students and parents are required to attend to learn some valuable college information. Sorry, y'all, teleprompter messed up.
Anyone who's interested in being a dancer for the West Monroe High School production of Grease, auditions will be held immediately after school on Wednesday in the school auditorium. All you need to do is show up dressed in your dance clothes.
Seniors, it is time to make a slideshow for awards day. Please send any pictures of high school memories to kreb2011@yahoo.com. We want it to feature all seniors, so get your pictures in soon. The deadline to submit these pictures is April 15th. Sorry, y'all.
Also, seniors, don't forget that the graduation supplies will be delivered next week if you haven't taken care of ordering or paying for all of your graduation supplies. You need to do that now. And finally, speaking of seniors, we want to congratulate Hannah Ware on being accepted to the Colorado School of Mines.
The Ouachita Parish School Board needs your help with something, and it's something we can all do. Raising Cane's has agreed to sponsor an Adopt a School Day on March the 18th at all 3 of their locations. Our Adopt a School program will receive 15% of the money spent in the restaurants on that day between 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. But a school name or Adopt a School program must be spoken when you are placing your order. So on March 18th, plan to eat at any local location of Raising Cane's to help out.
And speaking of eating, West Monroe High School is hosting a Pizza Pig Out on Tuesday, March 19th from 5 to 8 at both Warren Drive and Wallace Road locations of Johnny's Pizza. Come on out and enjoy some pizza and support technology at the West Monroe High School Library.
This weekend, West Monroe High School will be hosting the state powerlifting meet, a baseball tournament, and the Rebel Relays. Come on out and support your Rebels if you can. You can park in one spot and enjoy 3 different sports.
The Lady Rebels varsity softball team will be at home today and Thursday of this week. Today's game with Ruston begins with the JV at 4 and the varsity begins at 5:30.
We are going to leave you today with the re-airing of Mrs. Taylor's testing information from yesterday. We were experiencing an intercom issue and some of the school did not hear what she had to say. Of course, this was taped yesterday. Some of the school did not hear what she had to say. So, y'all listen to Miss Taylor.
Good morning, West Monroe High School. I'm Mrs. Taylor. I'm the test coordinator. We have some very special things happening over the next 2 Tuesdays, and I'd like to talk to you about those. Tomorrow is the first Tuesday of the 2 Tuesdays, and tomorrow we're going to all practice going to our test locations. Now, it's not just about going there, it's about doing some paperwork some preliminary paperwork for all our tests. Now, the tests we'll be taking will be 9th grade Explore, 10th grade Plan, and 11th grade ACT. And then there's also some seniors who will be taking the ACT next. All this will happen next Tuesday, but we have to start tomorrow. So let's talk about this just a second. Tomorrow during first period, all the seniors who will be testing will be going to the auditorium to do the first part of your test. Now, that will be a group that Ms. Brewster will take in there, and all your teachers have this list. They received it Friday in their email, so ask your teacher if you think you need to take this test. This would be seniors who have never taken the ACT or who have perhaps taken it and need to make a little bit better score, and you're going to have a golden opportunity to do that next Tuesday for free. You don't have to register online or anything. Everything is already taken care of. Be sure to come in the morning, be here on time, and bring a pencil with you to the auditorium when we call for that group in the morning. Now, you'll go to first period and then we'll call you down. Now, for the rest of you, 9th, 10th, and 11th graders, listen up, because tomorrow afternoon, you're going to kind of do the same thing. You're going to report to 6th period, and then we're going to make an announcement and have you leave 6th period and go to your testing location. You'll need to bring all your things with you because you probably won't be going back to any other classes. Bring a pencil. Make sure you bring a number 2 pencil with you tomorrow and have it already sharpened, because we don't have time to be sharpening pencils and things. We have things to do when we get there. You're going to also have tomorrow a transcript that will be given to you in that testing location, and it's going to help you as you go in to organize this information they're going to ask you about tomorrow. Now, you're wondering where your testing location is going to be, and tomorrow morning during first period you're going to find out. Your teacher will give you what we call a locator ticket. It's going to be a piece of paper that tells you where you're going to take the test. Don't lose that. You're going to need it tomorrow afternoon. You got to hang on to it from first period to 6th period. I know y'all can do that. All right, now let's talk a little bit about next Tuesday. That's March 19th. This is our really big day. First of all, the first thing I need you all to do is before you ever get to school that morning, I want you to eat a great breakfast. It's a long test and it's going to be a long morning, and I need everybody to make sure you come with something in your tummy. All right, the second thing you need to do is make sure you bring a number 2 pencil. It would be a good idea to bring more than one, and you can't use a mechanical pencil, so be sure to bring, the old-fashioned wooden sharpened kind of pencils with good erasers. You're also going to need to bring a calculator with you. Now, most calculators will do. If you have a real fancy calculator, you might want to ask your math teacher to look at it so we can be sure that it's an acceptable calculator, but most calculators will do for the ACT Plan and Explorer. So that's for next Tuesday the 19th. So you're going to bring with you a calculator, a pencil, you're going to eat breakfast, and if you're in the 11th grade, listen carefully, or if you're one of these seniors who will be testing on the ACT, listen very carefully. You must bring a photo ID. Now, that can be your driver's license or it can be your school ID, but you must have one. And also, I want you to bring that with you tomorrow, because if you are testing, you're going to be doing preliminary testing tomorrow. I want you to bring that photo ID so we can be sure that you have it and so we can be sure that it is an acceptable ID, because tomorrow's kind of our practice run, but you're also going to be doing part of the test tomorrow. Now, the academic part will not be tomorrow. All right, then let me talk about one other thing that's going to happen. I'm checking my notes here. One other thing that's going to happen next Tuesday the 19th, and you might want to be making arrangements about this, but don't get all excited because this is not the most important thing about the 19th. The seniors who are not testing next Tuesday, they're not on that list that the teachers have. You do not have to come to school that day. Now, I know that really makes you mad, but you do not have to come that day because you have already taken the ACT, you've already made an acceptable score, and you get the day off. That does not mean Monday, it means Tuesday. All right, but then also on that same day, everybody who is here taking a test, most of you, almost everybody, will be finished by noon. And if you have a ride that day, you will be able to go home that afternoon. If you do not have a ride, we have places for you to go that afternoon for class. But if you do have a ride, you may go. But no one, absolutely no one, will leave this campus until the last ACT test of the main group is turned in. I'm anticipating that to be noon. It might be 12:30. But we will be serving lunch next Tuesday. We'll have 3 lunch shifts. Everybody will be assigned a lunch shift. Everybody will have the opportunity to eat, and if you don't have transportation, we'll have things for you to do that afternoon, and you will be able to ride the bus home that afternoon. So those are some things that I think you need to know. You may hear from me some more this week. Main thing is, be on time in the morning, be on time next Tuesday, eat breakfast, bring pencils, bring calculators, and bring your ID. Got it? Thanks.
The country labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country. Here we go back, this is the moment tonight.